Tonight on the show, we've got one of the stars of Game of Thrones. Will I find out if Daenerys Targaryen marches with the Unsullied on King's Landing? Will Stannis Baratheon find Lord Baelish at Winterfell? Is this the one with Gollum in it? I don't know. I just...
You know nothing, Graham Norton.
Fair enough. Let's start the show! Got a great lineup for you tonight. Yes, he's Jon Snow from Game of Thrones and now starring in the new movie Spooks. Kit Harington is here. Okay, all right, calm down. Episode star Matt LeBlanc is on the show. Yeah. From Pitch Perfect, the hilarious Rebel Wilson is joining us tonight. I love her. Plus, we have music from one of the biggest bands in the world, Mumford and Sons, are here. Good, right? That's quite good. That is good. That's good. Delighted to welcome Kit Harington onto the show. Yes. Game of Thrones. Now, Game of Thrones, for some people, it's an epic fantasy TV series. For other people, Game of Thrones, simply musical chairs. One wins again. Kit is also about to be seen in the new Spooks movie. Oh, ooh, I tell you, I know. What a good idea, ladies and gentlemen, to turn a TV series into a film. We should do it with this show. I wonder who they'd get to play me. It's a very exciting film, ladies and gentlemen, yes. Kit has to stop a gun-wielding maniac trying to take over the country. Less than a week to go until the election. Everyone's been out campaigning. Nick Clegg. Oh, Nick loves a photo opportunity. This week, he visited a fish market where he looked at the day's catch. Yeah. By the way, if you want to know what that endangered species is, it's a liberal Democrat. Yeah. Nearly gone now. Nearly gone. Yeah. There was a disappointing turnout at the Boris Johnson for Leader fundraising dinner. George Osborne visited a Pizza Express and helped make some pizzas. Bless him. You do wonder if he's going to be the one who spreads the sauce or throws it in the air. I don't know. Looks like more of a tosser to me. Ed Miliband has been interviewed by Russell Brand for his YouTube channel. Yeah. Now, that's Ed explaining his political views to Russell. And afterwards, Russell told Ed how to stimulate all of a woman's erogenous zones at the same time. Let's get some guests on! Later, we'll be having music from Mumford and Sons. But first, it looks like snow. It's Kit Harington! There he is! That's your Kit Harington. Hello, sir. Very welcome. Have a seat, do. She's a Pitch Perfect guest. It's Rebel Wilson! Yay! Oh, we nearly lost you. Good opening. Hello, darling.
Yeah.
Come in, sit down. Rebel Wilson. And he's a friend of the show. It's Matt LeBlanc! I saw that. Welcome all my Rebel Kit. Oh, shove up, Kit. Don't be shy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Don't be shy.
Yeah, closer.
Snuggle in, room for all. And by the way, Kit Harington, thank you very much for taking part in our little Game of Thrones homage. Now, that Lord of the Rings thing, because because there's The Hobbit, there's The Lord of the Rings, there's you, it's a lot of
It's confusing.
Yes,
right?
it is confusing.
It's very confusing.
Yeah.
I got involved in something like that. I was in a bar. It's entirely embarrassing. And I walked up to these these girls who were with my friend, and he introduced them, and I think he's kind of, you know, this is my famous actor friend. And sort of, I thought, well, this is great, you know. And as I was walking away, can I get you a drink? As I was walking away, it was, the thing is, I've never seen Lord of the Rings. So obviously you just still look like a hobbit.
No, you do not.
No matter what I do.
What I took away from that story, ladies and gentlemen, was that Kit Harington buys people drinks. And I like him.
That's what I heard.
I've warmed to him. I've warmed to him. Now, are you familiar with Rebel's oeuvre?
Wait, what?
Her work, her body of work.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, because
Big fan.
because Rebel before the show, you had an extraordinary confession. This is mind-blowing.
Okay, I've never seen Friends.
Like, how did you avoid it?
Okay, but it's one of those things like I've never slept with Channing Tatum, but eventually it's going to happen.
Yeah, it's on Netflix now. I mean, yeah. The good news is I have seen all the products on display tonight. A film, and, of course, TV series episodes. Fourth season, back on Monday the 11th at 10 p.m. on BBC Two. Now, I won't even bother to ask, but let's assume others on the sofa haven't seen previous episodes of episodes. What about?
Well, Rebel.
Oh, have you? Oh, my God! Ladies and gentlemen, she's seen it. Television program.
It's hilarious, yeah.
Finally.
Yeah, it's a crazy show about making a show in Hollywood, and all that could possibly go wrong does. It's pretty out there.
And the central premise is that you are Matt LeBlanc.
Yeah, I play this very accurate, no, not hopefully inaccurate version of myself. Yeah.
But it has, up to this point, kind of mirrored your life.
Yeah.
So presumably you do have to be careful where... so that people don't get too confused. Like, in plots involving, like, your ex-wife or your kids or stuff, you must kind of have to plant a flag and say...
Yeah, we have to be careful there. Sometimes it'll... You know, sometimes the line gets a little blurred. Like for example, in season 1, the first season, in the show, I go over to my ex-wife's house, and I'm really drunk, and I have 2 boys in the show, which is, in real life, I just have a daughter and 2 stepkids. But I go over to her house, and I want to see my sons, and I'm really drunk. And she says, no, you remember what the lawyer said, blah, blah, blah. And I say, come on, don't be for once, don't be a C-U.
Well, yes, we understand.
Yeah. And so before it airs, I feel like I should call my ex-wife and say, you know, and just kind of like preface this. So I call her up and I say, hey, listen, in the show, I say to my ex-wife in the show, I call her and I just want you to know that it's not a dig at you in any way, shape, or form. I don't feel that way about you, and it's really just a joke, and it's nothing to do with you. And I go, all right, and she goes, I don't watch your show.
Listen, we've got a clip. This is from the first episode where Matt LeBlanc is getting some bad news.
Yo.
Matt. Sanford Shamiro.
Hey, what's up?
I don't know if you heard the news about Larry Penzel.
What news?
I'm afraid it's not good.
No?
Larry killed himself last night.
Holy shit.
I know. It's unbelievable. Arlene called me this morning. Evidently, he hanged himself in his garage.
Oh, my God.
Heartbreaking. His daughter found him. She's only 9.
Jesus.
Anyway, the funeral's tomorrow if you want to go.
I guess I should. He's been my money guy since I got money.
I'll text you the information. And I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news.
Very upsetting.
Is that scene from Matt LeBlanc's life or Matt LeBlanc's life?
I wish. No, but there's a. I think that one was based on a story that I.
Is it all true?
No, that one's not true. But it's. I think they got that idea from. I had told one time when we were doing Friends. This, you might have not. You didn't see. I think it was like the 3rd season when I was driving to work and I was on the 101 in Hollywood and it was like a parking lot, the highway. I'm just stopped traffic. And the windows are up, and there's a girl next to me in a convertible, and she's just rocking out to some song, and I can't hear it. So I turned my radio off, and I put the window down. She's playing the Friends theme song. It's like full blast, and she happens to look over and see me, and she screams, takes her foot off the brake, and smashes the car in front of her. And I was like, oh, I felt terrible. So I put my window up, but I couldn't go anywhere. I was like stuck there. I'm trying not to look. It was like an eternity stuck on the freeway next to this accident, and she's trying to get my attention, and I was just... But I think somehow they got that idea in the show from that story, I think. I don't know. So they tell me.
And still half of it is filmed here.
Well, probably more than that. We film all the interiors here, and then we shoot like 2 weeks of exteriors in L.A.
Okay. And when you really get into the English way of life. Haven't you been to polo? But that's very English.
Yeah.
Is that fun to go to see polo?
Yeah, a lot of horses running around. It was an open bar.
Hello? Suddenly. Yeah, yes, it is very fun.
Yeah, from what I remember.
But didn't you meet... You met very posh people at the polo?
Yeah, I did. I met Prince William and Prince Harry there.
Don't get posher.
Yeah. It's cool talking to princes. I talk to a lot of Nigerian princes online. It's just always, you know, interesting conversation and talk about financial exchanges and that kind of thing.
But have you met? Because Prince William, didn't they ask to see Pitch Perfect?
Yeah, William and Kate asked for a private screening of Pitch Perfect.
Wow.
Yeah, at like their castle. I think that's what it's called. We've got a lot of big fans of Pitch Perfect.
Well,
yeah.
I tell you, all that fanciness, Kit Harington will see and raise it just a little bit. Because who came to the set of Game of Thrones?
The Queen.
Yes! In your face! Yeah, we've got a picture of her. There she is. She looks so unimpressed.
They asked her, they kept trying to push her to sit down on the throne. And we kept getting told the same thing, which is she's not allowed to sit on other thrones, fictional or otherwise.
I love that there's a thing for that. Yeah, that can't happen, I'm afraid. Did you talk to her?
I did, yes. Yeah.
And?
She was delightful.
But what did you talk about? What?
Not much. She asked me a question, and I said, yes, ma'am, and then she moved on.
Now we have to know. What did she ask you? It could have been anything.
And what do you do on this production?
You said yes.
And I said yes. I said, an actor, ma'am. And she said, oh, wonderful, and moved on. And then they asked if she wanted to sit on the throne, and she said, looks very uncomfortable. Moved on.
But here's the thing. I think you missed out on the perfect conversational gambit because now, an ancestor of yours, didn't they do something wonderful for a previous queen?
Yes.
But this is good, ladies and gentlemen.
Queen Elizabeth I, it was Sir John Harington, and he invented the flushing toilet.
No. But, no, because you were saying earlier it was the other guy.
Yeah, wasn't it John Crapper? And the word Crapper comes from...
Thomas Crapper.
Thomas Crapper.
Thomas Crapper.
Yeah, but the word John, comes from John Harington. So it wasn't Crapper. Crapper just came and merchandise, whatever, he made it into mass production.
Oh, OK. Well, you would know better than me. You're related to the guy.
Yeah. So it's called the John because of him?
Yeah.
OK.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's much more polite than Crapper. Yeah. So was it your...
Why is it more polite? That's the thing.
Well,
why has
Crapper,
John now become more of a polite term for it?
The John or the Crapper?
I don't know. This is like a really poorly researched Who Do You Think You Are episode. Who was it? Maybe, I don't know. Any which way and who. But Rebel Wilson, also very famous relative.
I am actually a distant relative of Walt Disney.
Now, are you really...
Yeah, my great aunt married him.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. So
See any of his stuff?
yeah. Yeah. Frozen.
Were there any perks growing up a relative of Walt Disney?
Well, I tried to get in Pirates of the Caribbean and they said nah. But I have actually been to the very exclusive secret club at Disneyland called Club 33, which cost $25,000 just to join. And it's so secret, there's like a secret door and you go in and they have lots of alcohol there.
Are you making this up?
No, it's totally true.
I've heard of that. That was like Walt Disney's like spot, right?
Yeah.
It's a real thing.
Yeah, but it's so secret nobody knows about it.
Rebels, have you been in?
Yes, I've been in.
But was there anyone else there? Was it just you?
It was me and my family, and then Bruce Willis was there.
He's always there. Not a day goes by he's not in there.
And they had a buffet with all-you-can-eat desserts, and I actually got busted because they caught me putting extra desserts in my bag.
Oh, dear. Now, I don't know about... Rebel has certainly got the entertainment gene. I don't know if you saw the last time Rebel was on, but the last time Rebel displayed her rapping skills. Don't worry, we're not going to make you do it again. They're very good.
Gift wrap?
Yeah.
It was very... No, actual proper... She was a rapper.
I'm actually also good at wrapping kebabs, though.
I feel a bit sick. But we've now learnt, ladies and gentlemen, that Rebel Wilson, you are a sort of trained sort of ninja.
Yeah. Have I been in a novice all-star martial arts championship? Yes. Did I get my face punched in? Yes.
Because we've got, is it called the nunchucks? That you can do?
Nunchucks, yeah, that's the official Asian name.
Yeah, so we've got some nunchucks. Now, I ought to say that...
Oh, you've got some!
Because in this country, nunchucks apparently are illegal unless you have some sort of qualification, which Rebel has. And also, these ones aren't the really dangerous ones. These are just, I don't know where we got them from, a toy shop. But,
On the black market, apparently.
so don't mess around with your nunchucks. OK, so you can do a little nunchuck display.
Sure. I mean...
So, no, Rebel. I would do it away.
Not near Matt's face?
No,
So
or Kid
if
Harington's
you guys
face.
just want to go like this during the stunt routine to protect yourselves...
I would go over here and I would move down a bit.
All right.
OK. So, wait, Joe, not me. Also, it would really help us if you didn't hurt anyone during this.
OK, well, people in the front row, maybe just protect your moneymakers.
OK, do you want some music for this?
Yeah, I mean, you need music to do nunchucks.
OK, here we go. Here we go. Let me put them away. That was proper.
Yeah, so if you're thinking of mugging me on the street, maybe think again.
Now, in Pitch Perfect 2, we don't see any of your nunchuck skills, but we do see quite a lot of Rebel Wilson.
Oh, you're talking about my wardrobe muff function?
Yes.
Yeah, there was... OK, I wear a unitard in the first number and consciously uncoupled, let's put it that way, during the routine. And my routine was this aerial stunt routine, which I had to train 5 weeks for. It's only 40 seconds of the movie, but I trained my hardest.
Who did you train with, like...
I had a coach who's been in a lot of Cirque du Soleil shows. And looking at me, I mean, you wouldn't think I have any natural aerial acrobatic abilities. And I don't. I'm also deathly afraid of heights. Because when I was in high school, I was in this production of Fiddler on the Roof, and I fell from the roof. It's very true, sadly. I sprained both of my wrists and all my ribs. People thought I was dead. But I still got back up and was like, tradition! I know. The show must go on. But in Pitch Perfect, if I couldn't do it, there was no stunt double my size that does aerial stunts. They're all like that. So if I didn't do it, that couldn't be the opening of the movie. So I was like, I have to do it for comedy, even if I die.
Well, listen, it opens on Friday the 15th of May, and this is the scene that we're talking about.
Oh, great.
There is so much happening on stage, I don't even know where to look.
Back in my day, we put on our blazers and we just sang. We maybe snapped our fingers if we were feeling frisky. She has no underwear on.
Oh my God.
We have a commando situation.
Who is on top of it?
Take her back up.
Pull her up already.
She's turning.
No.
Brace yourself.
She's coming. I got your eyes. I'm taking it all in. I got your eyes. Not the front. Nobody wants to see the front.
Oh, no.
And it's not just the singing competition, there's also romance, and this gives Rebel, you're the only Bella with a solo number.
Yeah.
A big, and it's an action-packed solo number.
I get to sing a solo to my love interest Bumper in the film, and I mean, I really hope the Academy notices my performance and just how deep I went.
Yeah.
With my tongue.
The kissing is a look away moment. Now, I have to say, Rebel Wilson, not the only singer on the couch, because Matt LeBlanc, you've sung in quite a few shows.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you have. Well, no, 'cause Joey, really early on, was in a musical, wasn't he?
Yeah. It was in I think it was like right in the very beginning of the first season, like episode 4 or something. It was called Freud.
Was Joey Freud?
Yeah.
Do you remember any of the songs?
Unfortunately, I do.
Yay! Go on!
All you want is a dinkel. What you envy's a Schwein. A things with which you can tinkle and play with and simply let hang.
But then, someone in our office is a real kind of friends. He knows all the episodes, and he was going, ask him about the song in the casino. Apparently, you were in Vegas, and there's a song in a casino with a croupier.
Ooh. I don't remember that one.
But you've got the same hands.
Oh, the hand. Oh, my God. This hand is your... Well, okay, I gotta set it up first. I meet a guy that... Joey, not me, because Joey in Friends, maybe you check it out one day, meets a guy in a casino who's his exact hand double. And he thinks he has struck it rich now. NASA's going to want to talk to us. This is big. So he comes up with this song, and I think it goes like this. I think, God, this is so... This hand is your hand. This hand is my hand. No, wait, that's your hand. Oh, no, that's my hand.
There's a few people singing along. Yeah. They know it. Oh, dear.
It's a shame.
Because, kid, you grew up watching Friends. So, as an actor, did you pick up any of kind of the Joey Tribbiani kind of acting tips? No, because they're good.
Well, that doesn't make me feel old.
It's the I did actually. It's the you've just smelled a fart phase.
Yes, we've had that. Yes. Matt's demonstrated that before. Because as an actor, Kit Harington, how hard was it doing your dad? Because Sean Bean was your dad.
Yes.
But did you know he was going to be your dad in the first...
Mr. Bean was your dad.
You should really watch Game of Thrones.
Yeah. It's a great show.
It's got many lighter moments than you'd imagine.
The Queen's in it.
It's a great show. I mean, talk about your cameos. I mean, but you didn't know Sean Bean was going to be your dad, but then you had to do his accent.
Well, they asked him... I did my own RP accent when I auditioned for the role, but they asked Sean whether he could do an RP, and he went, no. So then they turned to us and went, well, you're all doing Northern then. So I had to watch so many O2 adverts back to back. The things that they make him say in O2 adverts are fantastic as well. 12 monkeys, get your free dog and bone and all this nonsense.
Because aren't you doing a Northern accent at the moment?
I am, in Sacha Baron Cohen's new movie, Grimsby. And I actually went very Daniel Day-Lewis in my research and went to Blackpool to learn all about Northern people. And it was very, very interesting. Because I really wanted to give a really accurate portrayal of Northern people, and I also worked in a fish and chip shop for one day, making chip butties, to like get the accent. It was really fun, actually.
For a day?
Yeah.
I like the kid just watched some ads on the telly. Well, she's up there. She's in Blackpool. Why didn't you go to Grimsby itself? That would seem to be more sensible.
Apparently they were going to beat us up.
They're not big fans of the movie.
Maybe not when it comes out.
When is that coming out?
Next year.
OK. Well, listen, Kit Harington must have been very excited because he got to speak in your normal voice and wear jeans and a jacket in the new movie Spooks, The Greater Good. Yes. It opens next Friday, the 8th of May. So if people watch the TV show, what are the kind of the links between the TV show and the movie? I mean, there's some people, obviously.
Yeah, it's a continuation, in essence, of the TV show. So if you watch the TV show and you followed it for the 10 years that it was on, then it stays in the same vein and it follows Peter Firth's character, who plays Harry, as he gets sort of decommissioned from the Force and goes rogue and has to hunt down the mole, the spy within the Force. And I'm a kind of young gun agent who's also been decommissioned, who's brought in to track him down.
And they really opened it out. I mean, there's proper big explosions and big set action pieces.
Yeah. It's I mean, that's the major difference between if you like the TV show. It's a standalone movie. They spent a lot of money on it, making it a movie, having some big stunt work, some big set pieces, big explosions. It's fun.
And it's a great plot. I think the plot is really... I was saying to you backstage, it's a really good plot, a really satisfying plot.
Yeah, it doesn't treat audience like an idiot either. It's sort of you have to yeah. You have to follow it. You have to stay with it.
There's one now. Yeah. Listen, we've got a clip, and this is you sort of being re-recruited by MI5.
Will Holloway, get in. Go. So, how is life after MI5?
You're not from the Moscow section.
I don't know if anyone else is like this, but I love going to see a movie when you see lots of London in it. It's just, I don't know, it's kind of, you know, like, oh, I've been there. Oh, yeah, I know that. But I heard you talking about how there were specific problems doing some of the big exterior things in London with you.
Yeah, well, it's very hard to lock off London. You can't close many roads. And I was doing a scene one day, and they're called cut. I was like, well, why? That was going really well. And I looked behind me, and there's a bus goes past with my face on it. And I was doing a movie at the time. The movie was coming out called Pompeii, and I was in this gladiator outfit with, like kind of bare-chested. And so, like, every day... It was funny for the first 2 times. And then my face... they called cut, and I'd go like that, and there I am again, on 10 foot high on a bus.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
How were Game of Thrones when you kind of said, oh, by the way, I'm off to make the movie Spooks? Because do they feel like sort of they own you?
Well, they do own me, Graham.
I mean, seriously, do they? Are you on... Is it one of those sort of ironclad contracts where, you know...
Yeah, you're I mean, you must know this. You're contracted in, first option to a certain TV show. You can go and do what you like on the off season.
But you better show up looking exactly the way you did when you left.
Hence this bird's nest on my head, which has to stay for most of the year.
It looks lovely, doesn't it? It looks lovely.
Thank you very much.
Because, were friends okay when you went off to make movies and the in-between series?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, for me, it was more about, you know, don't kill yourself. Okay. I'll do my best.
So, friends were fine when you decided to go off and make your baseball chimp film, Ed.
I've seen that one.
Hey! Yeah, they didn't have a problem with that.
But sadly, you didn't even get to meet a chimp, did you?
Not one monkey in the movie, no. So there was a guy named Jay in a monkey suit with a motorized head that was like, it made so much...
It's very good,
yeah.
look at it.
Yeah.
It was like all kinds of, you know, little gizmos in the head that made the eyebrows and the lips move, and it made all kinds of noise, and nobody realized that none of the dialogue that we recorded for the whole movie was any good because you hear... So I had to go and loop, you know, like ADR, re-record the whole thing when we were done.
Wow.
It was never seen again. But it was bad.
And do you find, because we were talking earlier about that idea that, you know, Friends is always on somewhere.
Yeah, except in the bush.
Yeah. So, generally, the people who come up to you, they're not just people who saw it, you know, when it was on. It's new people who are seeing it for the first time.
Yeah, it's on Netflix now, which, so that's like, it's like a whole new generation. It seems like every 4 or 5 years there's another crop of, like, young, you know, teenagers that are finding it for the first time.
And coming up and saying, hey.
Hey, you look so old. Oh, what's with the gray hair? Are you Joey's dad? So, yeah, it's fun. You'll see when Game of Thrones is in syndication. Hey, scram, kid, get out of here.
Because Game of Thrones is so huge now. Arguably, it now is the most successful TV show in the world. It's the most illegally downloaded show in the world.
Yeah.
The highest viewing figures ever for a HBO show. Is it 14 Emmys? So, Rebel, are you a big fan of Game of Thrones?
I have to admit, I'd never seen Game of Thrones.
Did you not squeeze an episode in when you knew we were going to be on the show with it?
No.
Do you not have a fucking TV?
But no, but also your own mother doesn't watch Game of Thrones, does she?
No, she stopped after season 1 episode. I don't know what it was. It was when some guy's arm got ripped off his body.
Good noise over there. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
She rang me and she said, no, it's too much. I'm not doing any more. No. And then, like, she decided to pick it up again later on.
Yeah.
But chose just the wrong episode to dip into, which is when I was having my love scene in a cave. So I got a second call going, no, darling, no, that's it.
That was a very good noise. Love scene in a cave. Oh! That was a cry from the heart, wasn't it? We're all in a very happy place now. Listen, it is time for music. Now, this group has won Grammys, had multi-platinum albums, and now they're back with a new album and a brand new sound. Performing The Wolf, it is Mumford & Sons!
eyes follow like traces in the night. The tightrope, you wander every time. You have been waiting, you have been found wanting. Been wondering for days how you feel me slip your mind. Leave behind your wanton ways. I wanna learn to love and kind. 'Cause you were all I ever longed for. Shelter, better keep the wolf back from the door. He wanders ever closer every night. And how he waits, baying for blood. I promised you everything would be fine. Been wondering for days how you felt me slip your mind and leave behind your wanton ways. I wanna learn to love and kind. 'Cause you were all I ever longed for. Hold my gaze, love, you know I want to let it go. We will stare down at the wonder of it all. And I will hold you in it, and I will hold you in it. Been wondering for days how you felt me slip your mind. Leave behind your wanton ways. I wanna look you in the eye. 'Cause you were all I ever longed for. Been wondering for days how you felt me slip your mind and leave behind your wanton ways. I wanna learn to love and kind. 'Cause you were all I ever longed for.
How good was that? Mumford and Norton, everybody! Fantastic. I think some of the guys are coming over. Come over and do. Winston and Marcus and Winston. Well done. That was amazing. Seriously really good. Come sit down. That's Kit, that's Rebel, that's Matt, that's Winston, Marcus.
Marcus, how's it going?
Hi. That was incredible. That's one of my favourite performances on the show in a long, long time. It was just fantastic. So that is from the new album, Wilder Mind, which is out on the 4th of May. Is that next Monday? That's next Monday, isn't it?
Yes.
Very good.
Yeah.
What's weird is because that, you know, the last album was just so hugely successful and kind of blew up so big everywhere, and yet it didn't sound like it would be, you know, you would think some nice...
I thought it sounded great, actually.
Well, no, it sounded very good. No, but you know, but some nice gentlemen from England playing banjos and things, you expected to have that huge commercial appeal. You must have been a bit surprised.
Well, it's probably because we're so good looking.
Well, it's that. You know, it's hard to resist. Man candy on tour. And, now, you're doing... I know you're doing Reading and Leeds festivals and things, but you're also doing... You've got your own festival.
Yeah, we like... we put on these... we started putting on these festivals that kind of collaborate with towns in, like, weird places. We want to bring music fans on tour with us. That's maybe a little ambitious, but like, we love touring because we go to places we've never been before, and we love the idea of people coming with us. So we're doing one in Aviemore in Scotland this year. We did one in Galway a few years ago.
Look, you've got a woo. You've got a woo. Yeah, very good, yeah.
What about Blackpool?
We played in Huddersfield, which is as beautiful as Blackpool.
She's all about the north now.
Yeah.
All about the north. Yes.
It is.
And then, presumably, this album, you're just going to tour it all over the world.
Yeah, we're off now for a while, but it's fun.
Well, after that, people will really want to go see you. That was fantastic. Mumford and Sons, everybody. Really good. Before we go, let's make this week's visit to the big red chair. Hi, who's there?
It's Christine.
It's Christine. How are you, Christine?
Very well, thank you.
That's good. And where do you live, Christine?
I live in London.
And what do you do?
I'm a PhD student.
Of?
Epidemiology.
Ooh, epidemiology. No. She's an epidemiologist. This will be interesting. Is it something to do with the skin? Is that skin?
She doesn't know.
Wow, no, that's... She's doing a PhD in it. Come on. Yeah. Really, that was piss poor. Yeah. Fail. Next, please. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, what's your name?
I'm Natasha.
Natasha. And where are you from, Natasha?
I'm from Southend in Essex.
Southend in Essex?
Yes.
Oh, they love it. And what do you do, Natasha?
I'm a medical student.
Oh, right. And then what will you be? Like a doctor or a...
A doctor.
A doctor. I'll be a doctor, all right. Yeah. I'll be a doctor of everything. Yeah, that's me, yeah. Unlike that first woman. All right, Natasha, off you go with your story.
Yeah, so about 7 years ago, I went to Belize and Guatemala, and I went in the jungle for a bit, and I came back covered in mosquito bites. And 2 weeks later, one of them still hadn't gone, and I was getting this really sharp, stinging pain in my arm, and my doctor thought it was just infected, but I'd heard the horror stories, so I covered it in Vaseline and I put a plaster on it. And later that night, it was really itchy, so I peeled off the plaster, and there was this little, like, worm just trying to pop out of my arm. Tremors. So I went to A&E, they cut my arm open, they pulled out a worm about 5 centimetres long. And I got to carry it around in the specimen pot for about 2 weeks before I had to send it off to make sure it'd all come out.
She should be allowed to... It was a very bad ending to that story, but I feel she should be allowed to walk, yes?
Yeah?
Yeah, you can walk.
Yeah.
Walk. She had a worm in her arm. That's a good story.
Yeah, doctor, good.
Yeah, she's a doctor.
But she couldn't tell it was a worm.
She put some Vaseline on a Band-Aid on it.
When I get sick.
Rebel?
I once had a spider lay spider eggs, and I thought it was just a pimple until one day it popped and little spiders came out.
Making that up.
No, I'm from Australia. Like, we have a lot of spiders. And it was freaky, and I thought, like, I was an alien or something.
But happily not.
But I'm fine now.
Yeah! Kid Harington's looking at you like, oh, my God. What am I sitting next to?
If you want it, I've still got, like, the little...
Well done, all the people in the big red chair. If you'd like to join us on the show and have a go, you can contact us via our website at this very address. Thank you to my guest tonight. It's Mumford and Sons! Kid Harington! Rebel Wilson! And Matt LeBlanc! Join me next week with music from this year's UK Eurovision hopeful, Electro Velvet, actor Rupert Everett, comedian Greg Davies, and the one and only Miranda Hart. I'll see you then. Good night. Bye-bye.